and some things best left unsaid. But a married Mark of cordial lass, the best deal that I've made. For she's honest and she's bonny and she's all the world to me. Well, I swear that I will love her until the day I die. Oh, all the lassies that I ken, she's far above them all. She's the lassie fake of Cody, and she stole my heart away. They say there's someone in this world that's meant for only you. They speak of fate and destiny, I think it must be true. For some other hand had it planned, and knew at last I see. I was chasing Mark of Cordilas when she caught up with me. For she's honest and she's bonny and she's all the world to me. Well, I swear that I will love her until the day I die. Oh, the lassies that I ken, she's far above them all. She's the lassie fake of Cody, and she stole my heart away. So if you're passing Breakenton down by the banks of Esk, it's there you'll find our wee bit house, the place we love the best. And my wandering days are over, and some peaceful days I'll pass. I say happy and contented, with Mark of Cordilas. For she's honest and she's bonny and she's all the world to me. Well, I swear that I will love her, oh, until the day I die. Oh, the lassies that I ken, she's far above them all. She's a lassie fake of Cody, and she stole my heart away. I should say my wife doesn't come for Kirkcaldy, but the sentiment's there. There's one of the ladies for the Linties was talking about Newton Grange. It's a great place because I was born there and spent a lot of my life there, and it's a mining village. And I should tell you this wee story because I've got nothing else to sing at the moment. It was run, before it was the National Coal Board, it was run by the Lothian Coal Company, and it had a manager. His name was Mungo Mackay, and he was quite strict with the miners, but he was fair, but he was really strict. And in the village there was a barber shop, cut the men's hair. And but there was this chap in down the woods, it was called the Demon Barber, and he would cut the hair of the miners cheaper than the barber in the village. And anybody who got caught going down to the Demon Barber was fined £50. But my dad went down one day, and he said to the Demon, he sat down in the chair of the Demon Barber, and the Demon Barber says, "What style did you like?" He says, "Oh, Humphrey Bogart." He says, "A style like Humphrey Bogart." So the boy cut his hair. He said, and my father says, "Is that how Humphrey Bogart would have his hair?" He says, "It would be if he came here." Oh, I know what I'm singing. This is my last song, just to get a woman at the back. He says, "Stay up there till somebody else comes." Is somebody else here? No. And then, well, near Newton Grange there's another place called Dalkeith. Nobody talks about Dalkeith, but never mind. And near Dalkeith there's this castle called Melville Castle, and this is a song about the man that goes to Melville Castle to say cheerio to his girlfriends before he goes to war, which was a silly idea. It's got a nice chorus. You're bound to know it, because I'm probably forgetting the verse 2. And I should only say I'd like to thank the Keith Festival organisers for asking me to appear here this weekend. I'm getting a bit worried about them because this is the second time they've asked me. You've got to worry about that, you know. I was going to tell you another story, but it's went completely to my head. It's gone. Well, maybe I'll tell you this one before I sing my last song. There was this convent, and it was away up in the mountains, and the nuns lived there all on their own, self-sufficient nuns. They hardly went into the village to buy anything. They made their own bread, they had eggs, chickens and eggs, and fed goats, and cows got milk and everything. And it was self-sufficient. But the old Mother Superior was dying. She was really old and she was dying. And she was on her bed. And the next in line was kneeling and praying, and then said, Mother Superior, is there any advice you could give me for running, for before you go? And the old mother says, could I have a drink of milk? And she says, aye. So she ran away and ran down and milked the cow. I filled half the glass, but then she thought Mother Superior's not a great way. So she filled the rest up with brandy. So it was brandy and milk, you see, and took it back up the stairs, and Mother Superior took this up. She says, now Mother Superior, have you any advice you could give me? She says, I'll just have another drink of milk. Then she says, now have you any advice to... Oh, just finish the milk, she said. She finished the milk, she says, now have you any advice they could give me? She says, aye, don't sell the cow. Always gone to Melville Castle, bits and spurs and all, to bid the ladies of farewell, for he gone to war. Always young and blithe and bonny, blue by an end all, and what with all the lasses they were the late days of war. Well, the first he met with Lady Gay, she led him through the hall, away a sad and sorry hair, she let her tears and fall. Beside the fire, the Lady Grey, saying there was the ball. She looked that she would surely him before he got the war. Always gone to Melville Castle, bits and spurs and all, to bid the ladies of farewell, before he got the war. Always young and blithe and bonny, lose by an end all, and what with all the lasses did when the late days of war. The next event was Lady Ben, she led him through the hall, away a sad and sorry hair, she let him tears and fall. And beside the fire the Lady Grace, then there was the war. She looked that she was surely him before he got the war. Always gone to Melville Castle, bits and spurs and all, to bid the ladies of farewell, before he got the war. Always young and blithe and bonny, lose by an end all, and what with all the lasses did when the late days of war. When on his horse he rode a war, together at the door, and when he raised his bonnet blue, the second roar, and the cries and tears but fully marked, kissed him in end all, sing lasses bite till Larkham Dave, then our wedges all. Always gone to Melville Castle, bits and spurs and all, to bid the ladies of farewell, for he got the war. Always young and blithe and bonny, lose by an end all, and what with all the lasses did when the late days of war. Last chance. Always gone to Melville Castle, bits and spurs and all, to bid the ladies of farewell, for he got the war. Always young and blithe and bonny, lose by an end all.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together please for John Dixon. All the way from Travis, Mr. John Dixon. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, now, just before we go any further, is everybody warm enough? I can't see this tie lasted out the neck somehow. I'm going to ring my summit out now. The next young lady that's coming on the stage tonight, we've had two fantastic acts so far. It's been absolutely amazing listening to the last hour. Just tremendous. It makes you wonder why anybody's in the house watching the telly tonight. They didn't care what they're missing. Now the next young lady coming on the stage here, when she walked in the door I thought she was extremely well dressed. I thought what an effort she's going to just for us. But alas, it turns out she's going to want her scale prom after that. So ladies and gentlemen, can you put your hands together please for a young lady singing 3 songs. It's Rachel Castairs.
Barnyard's Dalgety, and it's a Buffy ballad, and I'm sure I'll be keen to chorus, so please join in.
called The Roving Flyboy. Come saddle to me my old cream mare, come saddle to me my pony oh, 'cause I'm on the road and I'm gone far away, away my roving flyboy oh, flyboy oh. sheets and blankets cozy, oh, the nectar man lie in a cabin shed, loud in the arms of my ploughboy, oh, ploughboy, oh, ploughboy, oh, I'll follow my roving ploughboy, oh, champion ploughboy, my Geordie lad, cups and medals and prizes, oh, in bonny Devon side, there's nae mere can compare with my jolly roving ploughboy, oh, ploughboy, oh, ploughboy, oh, I'll follow my roving ploughboy, oh. Fair ye will tear all from the tune, and fair will tear drum delgy, oh, 'cause I'm on the road and I'm can find a while with my roving ploughboy, oh, ploughboy, oh, ploughboy, oh, I'll follow my roving ploughboy, oh, ploughboy, oh, ploughboy, oh, I'll follow my roving ploughboy, oh.
And for my last song tonight, I'm going to be singing a song that I actually wrote myself, and it's called Up and O'er the Wa. And the chorus is really easy. I'll sing it to you. It goes like this: Up and hoot and hoot and hoot, up and hoot the wa. I'll never catch the bonny lad. I'm a wat to tell my ma. Actually, I just sang the last chorus. Sorry. But join in only one. You'll get the hang of it. I was standing outside my granny's house in a fine yap with my ma, and fine wee laddie walked past and jumped to the wa. Up and hoot and hoot and hoot, up and hoot the wa. I'll never catch the bonny lad, for he has run awa. I could see him in the distance, walking through the trees. I cared he could not see me, but he was there for me. Up and hoot and hoot and hoot, up and hoot the wa. I'll never catch the bonny lad, 'cause he has run awa. I ran up through the floor beds, and then he turned around. He winked and then he smiled, and he took my into tune. Up and hoot and hoot and hoot, up and hoot the wa. I'll never catch the bonny lad, for he has run awa. Up and hoot and hoot and hoot, up and hoot the wa. I have caught the bonny lad, I'm a wat to tell mama.
Ladies and gentlemen, big hand for Rachel Castillo. And can we have another wee round of applause for our accompanist, Miss Amber Thornley. Now, just before the Mayfield group come on next, I'll give you 5 minutes if anybody wants to visit the bar or the other wee room. You've got a couple of minutes, just go and do your wee business, and I'll give you a shout in 5 minutes. Okay? Thank you. just before the Mayfield group gets started, they're actually short to a wee bit of equipment, which is a bit like my style really, but however, maybe no in the bowling club. But just before they get started, I was reading a wee article. In the newspaper, and it was regarding some builders that were working on a house way down the very southwest corner of Southern Ireland, down in Ireland. And it was an old quarter house away out in the woods, and it's stained wise in a thicket roof, a thatched roof. And they were renovating it, so they stripped all the windows and the doors out, and they stripped all the plaisters off the inside the wall, kind of the buttons and all hang out. And eventually they taken the ceiling down, and they started stripping the thatch off the roof. And here, right in the corner, just on the top of the wall, right down in the corner of this roof, they found a human skeleton. Oh no, it deserved a bigger ooh than that. They found this human skeleton, and they're just builders, we Irish builders, and oh sure, look at this, it's a skeleton, oh we better be careful. So they very, very, very gingerly lifted the skeleton off the top of the wall heat, and they lifted it down, and they set it down on the ground, a human skeleton. And round about the neck of the human skeleton, there was a gold chain. You're getting the hang of this. On the gold chain, there was a gold locket. And when they opened the gold locket, there was an inscription. And the inscription read, the 1924 All-Ireland Hide-and-Seek Champion. Well, this morning, ladies and gentlemen, this morning I woke up. Eventually, I woke up this morning. I was completely covered in blue and grey feathers. I was covered in blue and grey feathers, and I couldn't understand it till I minded it. I'd been at a big do last night. When the Linties come on, the very first act come on tonight, I felt a wee bit guilty because there was 5 of them standing here, and they'd no chair, they'd nothing to sit on, and I felt kind of bad. And it actually reminded me of a local funeral where I grew up. This old farmer Manny had died, and the service was to be in the farm house. And I says to my father, I says, God, I've never heard of this. This is a bit odd, getting to a funeral in somebody's house. I says, oh well, I see, you see. He says, well, I used to do this a long time ago, but it's kind of died out. But he's an old-fashioned Manny, so that's what's happening. The minister will just get into the house, so that was fine. So Dad and myself, and we picked up Ronnie, our neighbour. Ronnie's a great big lad. Picked him up, and he was awfully nervous, so he says, I've never heard of this, I've never been in somebody's house with a dead body before. He says, oh, I'm awfully feared of this. A great big lad. So anyway, the 3 of us go around to the farmhouse, and we were about the first things there, and into the kitchen, and they gave us a cup of tea and a wee dram, and showed us into the front room. And there, on 2 big trestles in the front room, was the coffin. And that's the noise it was making. On 2 trestles of this coffin, so we go in and had a cup of tea and a wee dram, and we're standing there quite quiet. And then somebody else come in, I think Gavin come in next, and he got a cup of tea and a wee dram. And then Fraser and his 2 loons come in, and they both all had a cup of tea and a wee dram. And it was getting quite jolly and that, and the room was getting full, and more folk were coming in. And we're getting all gathered round this coffin, but nobody's trying to bite back for it, you can, but there's more folk coming in, and another whisky bottle was opened, and where's the minister? Oh, he's running late, he's going to be at least half an hour. Right, we'll better have another cup of tea then, and another wee dram, and the room's getting fuller, and well, Ronnie, being such a big lad, he was trying to back out of somebody's way, and he knocked into the coffin. Oh, knocked into the coffin, it swipes running off. Oh, I said, I'm awfully sorry. I says, look, wait a minute, we're going to have to move this coffin. It's starting up far out of our muckle room. It's going to get caught off the trestles. Right, we'll get it out of the wall. You can't what it is, it's not the coffin, it's the blooming trestles, they're far too big. Tell you what, we'll get a set, and we'll put a set against the wall, and another set, we'll just set the